Well, very tragic events in the weekend in Orlando, Florida. 29-year-old Omar Mateen entered the Pulse nightclub in the early hours of Sunday morning and ended up killing 49 people and injuring another 53. The attack was the deadliest mass shooting by a single shooter in US history, the deadliest incident of violence against LGBT people in US history, and the deadliest terrorist attack in the US since the September 11 attacks of 2001. Unquestionably an attack on the LGBT community. The world seems to be saying that, and here in New Zealand, when approached and asked for his thoughts around it, Prime Minister John Key didn't seem to quite be able to link those two things together.
I just don't know enough other than seeing the media reporting to comment what's driving the person. I think the other questions have been asked, but it's at a gay club, and maybe that's part of the driving motivation, whether it was that or trying to make some statement for ISIS. I just can't confirm that.
So John Key doesn't seem to be able to say it was a homophobic attack. I would wonder if this had happened in a synagogue. Would it be said immediately it was anti-Semitic? I suspect yes.
Yeah.
Your guys' thoughts?
It's ridiculous to me. It's undeniably a homophobic attack. And to not be able to just say yes to that reporter's question is ridiculous. Why? Why obfuscate like that? It makes no sense.
It is weird. I mean, it's very strange because it was obviously targeted at a certain part of the community, so therefore you can see it's a homophobic attack. But nonetheless, I think it's probably the case that John Key was a bit hesitant because he had forward information that there was a complication with this, is my guess. Because of course we found out now that Mateen does have some sexuality issues. He'd been a regular attendee at this club. I think it's his ex-wife said he struggled with his sexuality or something along those lines. So it is a bit more complicated than just a homophobic attack. I think the experts call this gay panic, in the sense of someone that has issues with their sexuality, they therefore take it out on people with that sexuality in a way of distracting themselves.
So nonetheless, whether it's deemed homophobic or not, to me it seems pretty clear cut. I think you can probably commit a homophobic act even if you are within the gay community, much like if you're in a certain community, that is, you can probably still commit a racist act against your same ethnicity.
Yeah.
So, it seems to me to be, I mean, even if John Key had said, yeah, it looks that way,